Next up, we'll take a look at multiplying fractions. In essence, it's not too bad. The general rule we're going to use is straight across, both the top and the bottom, that being the denominator and the numerator. And then ultimately at the end, you're just going to simplify on down. Do keep in mind that your best strategy for mixed numbers is to turn them into improper fractions. And so that's what I recommend that you do. So to get us started, we'll look at the following: 3/5 times 4/9. And it's really not too bad, because just like I said for that opening strategy, all I'm going to do is multiply straight across. 3 times 4 is going to give me a 12. And 5 times 9 gives me 45. And that's in essence it. I can simplify down a little bit. Top and bottom numbers don't both have a 2. They do both have a 3 though, so I'm going to go ahead and take that on out. I can take a 3 out of the top, the numerator. I can take a 3 out of the bottom, the denominator. 12 divided by 3 will give me 4. 45 divided by 3 gives me 15. And that would be my simplified answer. I do want to point out that you don't have to wait till the end to simplify. If I'm multiplying fractions, this doesn't work for dividing or adding and subtracting, but it works for multiplying, I can go ahead and cancel things out. You might have noticed, rewrite this problem, 3/5 times 4/9. You might have noticed that both 3 and 9 have a 3 in it. I can go ahead and simplify and take out that 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. The key being I've done it once on both top and bottom. Now, if I were to multiply straight across, I would have 1 times 4 gives me 4, and 5 times 3 gives me 15. Whether you cancel during the middle of your problem or you cancel right at the end, simplify it down, doesn't matter. Just depends on what you're more comfortable with and what you see. Sometimes you might not see that the 3 and 9 simplify right away, and that's okay, as long as you recognize it later on. Right? I want to go ahead and take a look at one more example. This time we'll use a mixed number, which means I need to change it to improper. So as a reminder for changing it to improper, I need to take the bottom denominator, multiply it by the number in front, and add it to the top. So 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 1 gives me 13/6. Multiplication comes straight down. Over here, I have 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 1 gives me 13/4. Now in this particular case, 13 doesn't cancel with 6, 13 doesn't cancel with 4, so I don't see anything that can simplify. So all I'm going to do is multiply straight across. Straight across the top, 13 times 13 gives me 169. And then across the bottom, 6 times 4 gives me 24. And that would be my answer. Depending on what you're looking for on this particular assignment, you may change that improper fraction back to a mixed number by dividing, or you may be okay to leave it as mixed number or as an improper fraction. Just depends on what you're looking for.